Hey, what's up, you wonderful people, and welcome to Wondrous Lantern Gaming, where I touch up on everything gaming. And for this series, I'm going to touch up on tips, tricks, and things you may not have known about specific games. And in this game, I'm going to be covering No Man's Sky. This specific tip itself has to deal with screenshots. So if you're interested in this, please don't hesitate to watch, and let's get into it. So if you're like me and you like to take screenshots of your ships or landscapes, or your person doing something like fishing or swimming, or essentially anytime you want to capture something on screen, anyone who has taken screenshots with the in-game photo mode will know that sometimes, in fact, in my case, all the time, the screenshot itself turns out to be grainy or pixelated, and that's just not what you want when you're looking at something that looks great in your gameplay, but when you're trying to take the screenshot, it just is off-putting to look at when you actually try to apply it. It's almost as if the in-game engine or coding or whatever takes a lower resolution image and tries to upscale it to your native resolution or so. I don't know why this is the case. I know that there are online forums and tips and tricks that I've seen about how to fix this with file editing and in-game graphics settings changes, all because of photo mode. And I personally don't think that you really need to do this, especially if you're talking about having to constantly change your graphics settings just because you want to take a screenshot. So I'm going to be covering the three methods that you can take while doing your screenshots. So for this case, I'm going to hop into my Bloodstar, and I am going to, let's say I want to take a shot of me warping. So I'm going to warp, and then I'm going to press the photo mode button. If you do not have a photo mode button equipped, if you press the X button, as I will show down here, you can go over here, hold down whatever button it is to hotbar it, and then you can hotbar it. But for me, it's 9, so I'm going to do the press 9 again, and I'm going to come over here, and let's say I want to take a photo of the Bloodstar like this. But let's say, the lighting is not the way I want it, so I will put the sun. Cool. So with the in-game photo mode, as you can tell, if I was to press shift to hide the UI, there we go. I just took that screenshot of the in-game shot. Now, as you guys can tell at the bottom right there, it popped up. It looks like Steam took the screenshot, but that's not the case. If you are on Steam like I am, and this only applies to people who are on PC or actually use the Steam app for their games, what they can do is if you press F12, you can take the screenshot. Now, there's a trick to this. You want to press the shift button again or the hide menu button again, so that way it hides both the actual overlay there where it says, move sun, it says move sun, change height, tilt, adjust effects, take screenshot, hide menu, and exit. But also, if you look at the bottom left there, it says Euclid Galaxy, and it has all the glyph icons. Sometimes the game will actually keep that up for some reason, or bring it up when you're trying to take a Steam shot. I don't know why it does this, or when you're trying to take an external hardware shot, like Steam. So you want to press it again, and then press your photo button, and it will not take the Euclid Galaxy. So the third method I'm going to be touching up on is one that I use sometimes as well. And it actually makes the file type a PNG, so it's already automatically going to be a little bit better quality, but it also is going to be a higher file size. Not too much, but just something to keep in mind. If you're like me and you don't really care about that, some pixelation, as long as you get some of the photo or the high def of photo that you're trying to get, the Steam capture is going to be just fine. You don't have to worry about it really messing up your image quality. So the other method I do, and this is for people who have an NVIDIA graphics card. For people who do not have one, I do not know how any workaround for this. I have never owned another type of graphics card, so I really will not be able to help you out if you have an AMD or if you have another graphics card that does do screenshots. I imagine there might be some software that they have that you can take screenshots. This may apply the same way, so apply what I'm saying maybe through your graphics card, but I honestly can't make any promises, and this is just going to be touching up on NVIDIA graphics card users like me. So if I was to try and take the screenshot just like this, I would have to go to the NVIDIA overlay, and let me press the shift again and come back down. To get to the NVIDIA overlay, you have to hold down Alt and then press Z. it's going to bring up your overlay. Oh, there we go. Sorry, took a bit to pop up. Right here, it's going to say screenshot, and usually it's going to tell you the actual thing you're going to need to press to take the screenshot. Now, I would not advise doing it this way as far as like pressing the screenshot here with your mouse, because sometimes when I have done this, it applies that Euclid Galaxy with the glyphs thing. I don't know why it does this, so I'm going to press Alt-Z and close the overlay. And let's say I want to take that photo. So if I remember correctly from the overlay, it was Alt F1. So I'm going to press Shift and press Shift again so I can hide, and Alt and F1. It's going to take my screenshot with the graphics card that I have installed through NVIDIA. All right, I'm going to be displaying those 3 screenshots that I took to help you guys understand the difference in quality from each. Like I said, the Steam and the NVIDIA one aren't too dissimilar. There are some slight pixelation differences here and there, but as far as quality goes, you want to go for NVIDIA. If you don't really care much and you don't have an NVIDIA, but you use Steam, a Steam screenshot is the best way to go. And by the way, on Steam, the default for a screenshot is F12. And I honestly, like I said, don't use the in-game photo mode to capture your screenshot. It just always comes out pixelated for some reason. Even if you change all these graphics, you can change them just for photo mode, but I personally would not recommend that method because you don't want to keep going back and forth on graphics just for photos and capturing. So that's just going to be the best method I can suggest for you guys. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the tips, tricks, or anything that I was able to cover in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, or you just want to leave a nice positive comment, leave it in the comment section below. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and it would be very much appreciated. And as always, stay wonderful.